Need to speak about this book right here, Mornings in Jenin by Susan Abulhawa. Now, I read this book several months back, and I read it during a time in which I had to study for my exams. Now, the difficult thing about that is, because I had to study for my exams, and the book was so good, I had to put a timer. I had to put a timer restriction when I was reading this book, because I couldn't put it down. I put like an hour timer, and I'm gonna be real, like, there's a fair few times where I went past that because I just wanted to finish the book. And that's how good it is. It's truly a masterpiece. And I wouldn't say that about a lot of books. But the reason I say that with this book is because it brings a really unique perspective to things. A lot of the times when we have discourse around Palestine and what occurs in Palestine and the difficulties that the Palestinian people had to endure for decades upon decades, we often get lost in the numbers. We speak about how many thousands of people experienced something, how many thousands of lives were lost, how many children died. And we speak about it in terms of numbers. Now, the problematic thing with that is numbers aren't human. We see numbers all the time. When you go to the shops, you see numbers. When you go to work and you get your check, you see numbers. Numbers don't really feel real. We have a disconnect when it comes to numbers. So what Mornings in Jenin does, rather than telling you how many thousands and thousands of people face tragic events, it focuses on one family in Palestine. And you follow the story of that family, generation after generation. And you see the difficulties that they had to endure, the loss, the pain that they had to feel. And that humanizes. When we think about hundreds of people dying, we don't realize what that truly means because we get lost in the numbers. Let's say your friend was to die. Your friend. That would be such a tragic loss for you. And it wouldn't just be a tragic loss for you, it'd be a tragic loss for their friends, all their family members, all the teachers that taught them, all the co-workers, all the people that they've been around their lifetime. It'd be a loss. And numbers don't display that. Numbers are abstract things, whereas with people, there's emotions there, there's stories. And that's what this book does. Rather than focusing on numbers, it follows one family, and you see how the members of the family, how their story progresses. And in that way, you're truly able to empathize and see it for what it is. So I would highly recommend that you pick up this book. It is an absolute masterpiece. It's written so well, and I couldn't recommend it enough.